December Dhamma Gift on the connection between mindfulness and heart health. According to the research, your heart health is very closely connected with mindfulness meditation. And I will explain you how it works, how heart health works with the mindfulness meditation, or how mindfulness meditation works with the heart health. First of all, of course, sit cross-legged. For a bit of meditation and keep the back straight. And close your eyes softly. Place your hand on the knee or on thigh or in the lap, placing each palms on each other. And sit in attention. Keep paying attention to the rhythm of breath as it comes in, as it goes out. In my experience of this mindfulness practice, I always guide people to follow the breath from the beginning to the end. When you inhale, follow from the beginning to the end. Follow the breath from the beginning to the end. And when you exhale, the same, follow the breath from the beginning to the end, mindfully and closely. And this is called deep breath. When you follow the breath from the beginning to the end, very closely and mindfully. Not to allow your mind restless. Get your attention stuck on the rhythm of breath. Everybody knows who have a scientific knowledge of education. There are three nervous systems: autonomic nervous system, sympathetic nervous system, and parasympathetic nervous system in every one of us. These are anatomy. Nothing to do with the religious faith, just anatomy. If you have the scientific knowledge of education that you can understand. Don't think that who created that three systems, but what you have to do right now is to observe your breath, rhythm of breath. And I'll explain you how it works with the three systems. Now you are observing rhythm of breath from the beginning to the end, closely and mindfully. And you see that your mind is there, and the flow of rhythm of breath. If you're really good enough to pay attention to the breath, because it has no chance to run away, because you're very mindful. By paying attention to the breath very closely, then your mind gets closer to yourself through paying attention to the breathing, to paying attention to the breath. This is what I like very much with this meditation, because the mind has no chance, no opportunity to run away, and no opportunity to leave me alone. And my mind is closer to myself by paying attention to the rhythm of breath. This is what everybody needs to do. Not only me, but also you, everybody needs to do, because the mind is running away from us. It makes us tired and leave us alone and go into the different objects like a monkey. This is called monkey mind or wandering mind. That monkey mind or wandering mind will never make us happy. Normally, if we are not aware of what we're doing at the present moment, we have a lack of attention, lack of mindfulness, lack of awareness on what our mind is working. And then our autonomic nervous system is working itself. Without being realized or without being mindful of what it is doing. The autonomic nervous system is working unconsciously. The unconscious activity like a breathing, digestion, sleep, blood circulation, and that is working with autonomic nervous system. If I have to say it clearly, if you're not aware of anything, the autonomic nervous system is working fine. But when you are aware of, it impacts this parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for rest and digest system. When you are paying attention to the rhythm of breath, it impacts the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system becomes rested, powerfully rested. The parasympathetic nervous system keeps our heart rate regularly, and parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for heart rate regulation. Our heart itself, 1 beat per second, and 60 seconds is 60 beats. Up to 100 beats, according to the medical science. If our heart beats over more than 100 beats, up to 120 beats, more than 120 beats, and a hard health. This is dangerous, at the risk. But when you meditate, it impacts, when you are paying attention to the breath, it impacts the parasympathetic nervous system. And parasympathetic nervous system becomes so powerful. Whether you believe it or not, it works this way. Now, there's nothing to do with the belief of faith, but it's very scientific education. By paying attention to your own breath, parasympathetic nervous system becomes regulated and normalized. It is the sign of a heart health. It is the way how to keep our heart health strong. How to keep our heart strong and healthy just by paying attention to the rhythm of breath. How amazing it is. You don't need to take any pill, any medicine, any medication for heart health. Keep doing this meditation regularly every morning, half an hour. Half an hour is good enough to keep your heart healthy and strong. Just every morning, half an hour meditation is enough to keep your heart healthy and strong. I follow this instruction by the Buddha. The parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for rest and digest, for heart rate regulation, and sympathetic nervous system is responsible for fight or flight mode, for amygdala. When you are unmindful of everything, when you are doing unconsciously and your daily activity, the autonomic nervous system is working. When you are aware of whatever you do, that parasympathetic nervous system is working with mindfulness, meditation, and that is the most responsible for heart health. Parasympathetic nervous system is the most responsible for heart health. If parasympathetic nervous systems can regulate heart rate, heartbeat, HRV, heart rate variability, then your heart is strong and healthy. Therefore, parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for heart health. And meditation impacts on that parasympathetic nervous system. Then you can see how there is a connection between the mindfulness of breathing meditation and heart health. You don't need to do more than 30 minutes every morning for heart health, healthy heart. Just 30 minutes every morning. Of course, when you start doing this, you have to follow the breath, exhaling, inhaling, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation from the beginning to the end. Not to allow your mind be restless or agitated. Get your mind concentrated on the breath. To live at the present moment, because when you're not mindful of what you're doing, the mind's running away, wandering, like a monkey. The monkey mind or wandering mind will never make us happy. Everybody knows. Now when you pay attention to the breath, by simply paying attention to the rhythm of breath, which is very well known to everyone as meditation, meditation, mindfulness or breathing meditation, then your heart rate is regulated by your own breath, by your own meditation, by your own attention to the rhythm of breath. You don't need to spend expensively at no cost. But it brings a lot of benefits and also very effective for heart health. You need just to follow the breath from the beginning to the end, mindfully and closely. It is simply not to make your mind restless, not to make your mind agitated, not to make your mind wander, not to make your mind run away from you. Make it be with you, get it stuck with you by paying attention to your own breath. But there is deep link between this kind of meditation and heart health. But you need to do regularly. I promise if you do it regularly, every morning, 30 minutes of sitting meditation can heal your heart and can keep your heart strong and healthy. And it can make your healthy heart. How amazing. I hope you get it. This is my December Dhamma gift to everyone, Buddhist or non-Buddhist, believer or non-believer, or religiousness, atheist or theist. Everybody can do it and get the same benefit and get equally effective. There's no favor at all. I hope you get it. Thank you for listening to my instruction to meditation.